When Christie Lee Kennedy saw her husband kissing another woman, she felt her whole life had been torn apart. But the 37-year-old has denied deliberately driving into her cheating spouse and his mistress just seconds later. Kennedy had been married to David Larkin for almost a decade when she discovered he was having an affair with Zowie Noring in March 2021. Read more. 1 in 5 Aussies breaking the law in supermarketsttacks this swooping season. The mother of two is accused of intentionally running over Larkin and Noring in her BMW SUV after discovering them together at Wavell Heights in Brisbane's north. Kennedy also got out of her car, grabbed Noring by the hair and repeatedly punched her while screaming obscenities, the district court has heard. Kennedy said her plan was simply to find out what her husband was doing when she discovered he was visiting a park she didn't recognize for the third time that week. When Kennedy approached the park in her car, she saw her husband kissing, groping and cuddling Noring. "I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Basically my whole life had been torn apart," a teary Kennedy told the court. Kennedy said she abandoned her plan to hide and have a look because she was quickly spotted by her husband and Noring. Read more. How to avoid magpie attacks this swooping season. Instead, she decided to accelerate down the street in a bid to catch him out. "Then, I realized, oh my God. I remember hitting on the brakes, trying to stop, but I already hit them," she said. "There was no way I intended to hit either one of them." Kennedy said she exited her car in a state of shock. "I was shaking. I was about to collapse. I yelled something at her. And I think I punched her a couple of times, but I was that in shock, in disbelief and shaking," she said. "I was just not expecting to find what I did." Kennedy said she thought she had a perfect marriage before the incident. But she first became suspicious when Larkin began telling her he would leave work early for a childcare pickup. "That was really unusual for him because he would normally put in big hours," Kennedy said. Read more. What happened the night Diana died? When she rang to check if the children had been collected, Larkin's phone was either switched off or rang out, she said. Concerned, Kennedy looked at a phone locator app and discovered Larkin was at a park she had no idea about. "I mentioned to a friend that Dave was attending this park, and she said that is near Zowie's work," Kennedy said. Her friend then told her Noring had been talking to Larkin on a messaging app. "I said, anything going on between David and Zowie? And she said, oh no, I doubt it," Kennedy said. She said according to the phone locator app, Larkin visited the park twice in 3 days. When it occurred a third time, Kennedy decided to drive to the location despite assurances from her husband the night before that everything was okay. She intended to go there, hide, have a look, then return to work and talk to her husband later that night about it, she said. Kennedy has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of malicious acts with intent to disable. She has pleaded guilty to unlawful assault. The trial before Judge Tony Moynihan continues.